What a trading session for AMC, guys. What a trading session. We saw on a kind of a bear trap, both for AMC and GameStop and other stocks as well. Look at these huge, long red candle here. So I want to cover what actually happened today. And, we had the earnings, which was great. Great earnings call with the CEO, Adam Aaron. So I want to go over that as well. And why I'm still bullish for AMC stock closing this week above $12. So let's get into it, guys. As you can see, today was a great session. We were kind of hitting a new high for the week, around 12, above 12, sort of a little bit when the market was down with the action on the bonds market. And then here we hit the 12 again, and then boom, suddenly we had this huge setup here. If you look at the GameStop chart as well, it's basically at the same time. So for me, it's really a short attack. Some people consider it to be people selling off because they were afraid, kind of the fear of missing out on what happened previously last month, where people bought high and they didn't want to be caught up in the situation again carrying bags. So when we hit these 350 for GameStop and then the 12 for AMC, people sell off. I don't buy into that idea just because, if you look at it, it's just coordinated, man. It's really happened at the very same time. So to me, it's just, what we call a bear trap. Shorts being shorts, and then it quickly recovered right after. So to me, that's simply what happened. But what is interesting is actually what is happening after hours, because the earnings were just amazing. Were just amazing. We are now up 6.40% on after hours, but at the point we were even up, 10% almost. So if we go into the earnings here, basically, we knew that AMC was supposed to lose money, and they lost nearly $1 billion in the holiday season, but the stock is gaining because the executives are seeing better days ahead of the company. As more vaccines are rolling out and more people getting vaccinated, and this will continue even more as we get into summertime. People will be prevented, and pretty, safely go into indoors crowd again without wearing masks and everything, because they're vaccinated, and this will drive revenues into AMC again. So on the earnings side, they were supposed to lose 146 million, but actually they ended up making a little bit more than that for the quarter, which means it wasn't that bad for AMC. So they were up on the revenue, even though on the overall results of the entire year they were down, but it wasn't as bad as people were expecting it to be. So which is good news for AMC moving forward. Now, if we look at the short interest, yesterday on my latest video, it wasn't updated yet. So it's now updated. As you can see here, we have the 2020 March A data. And we can see right here that, AMC shorts increase. AMC short percentage has increased 15%. This is still good news for us, guys. As far as it keep increasing, this is definitely setting up for a perfect short squeeze or a gamma squeeze for AMC stock. So great news on the short interest percentage. Now on the options, still continue to be a leader in terms of volume. We can see right here that AMC is still at the very top of the list, above Apple and these. And we can see here the strike price at $12 for March 12th. So this is Friday, exactly. Yeah, so Friday, a lot of people are expecting AMC to close at 12, and that's the reason why I'm also giving, especially these earnings being as better than expected. I think, as I mentioned on my previous video on earnings, I think we can potentially hit that 12 and even go maybe around the 14, 15 if everything goes up well with the volume continuing to get in, and definitely will be a great setup for AMC to close at this price at the end of this trading session. So if we continue to have this, on this trend, it will be a perfect setup, because the higher we close at the end of this week with all the options closing on Fridays, the better we are setting up ourselves to be in a huge short squeeze. So definitely, if we go back here, as GameStop is continuing, getting high, if we look at the 5-day chart here, they continue to follow the same pattern. So as AMC is getting, kind of gapping up, we can definitely expect AMC to do the same as well. But, it's just will take a little bit more time than GameStop, but definitely I'm confident that it will happen. Just we have just to be patient. So I'm still holding my shares, guys, and let me know in the comment section what you guys are doing. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.